Well, hello people, so it's Peter here, and yes, we're back down in the old man shed. It's now Saturday afternoon, well, Saturday early evening now, 6:30. I've had to shut the door because the sun is shining brightly and it's warm. It's, yeah, 26 degrees in the shed, so I'll be opening that door after I've finished this filming. Yeah, but I'll come down here to do a quick film, and I've got some running clips to put on afterwards. But to show you what I've been up to. Now, it's this time last week I was down at the Chatham Model Railway Show in the historic dockyards, and met Kevin there. So they're nice to meet you, Kevin. So it was a very good show, very good. Lots of trade stands and lots of layouts and everything. So really enjoyable. And you know, a few of you nice people came up and said hi to me. So it was nice to meet you. Nice, you know. Thanks for your kind comments. It was very nice to hear, to know that you enjoy what this silly old bugger gets up to in the man shed. So still, but what I did get up to is one of these trade stands there was Coastal DCC. You know, he does decoder chips and things like that. And what I got off of him was some stay alives. 2 wired stay alives, more importantly, by Zimmo. And what I wanted them for is a little project I've been wanting to do for a long time, because one particular loco on Torridon Road that gives me trouble if I'm going to film it. Ordinarily it's okay most of the time, but it does every now and then. Out of all the rolling stock on Torridon Road, is because it is the little 08, okay? And then with that flipping wheel configuration, you know, without having a stay alive in it, it sometimes falls over when it goes over the old set track points. So, you know, I mean, it's a Hornby product, running on a Hornby product, but yeah, that little configuration, no matter what, sometimes, always when you put the flipping camera, turn the camera on it, that's when it decides to say, no, I'll stop now on the Insel Frog, I'll just have a little hiccup. Either that, or, you know, the sound will be running, and then, you know, that split second, then it stops the sound, even though it continues. No, you know, so yeah. So I thought, well, I know Richard at Roads and Rails has answered the question from people saying, can you fit a stay alive? And he's kindly put a picture on his website showing you the locations of where you do solder a 2 wire stay alive to it. But you know, got to be careful, because the decoder was never designed to have a stay alive on it. It does work on it, but you know, Hornby you invalidate the guarantee, if there is any guarantee left now, because you know, I don't think you can't even get a TTS decoder chip now, can you? Or you know, if you do it wrong, then you've buggered up the chip, and as I said, you can't replace the chip. You've had it. So, but no, you know, when I've got a, you know, my soldering is good. I'll use, well, if I'm going to do fine soldering, I'll use this thing instead of just my reading glasses, you know, because that way then I can really see where I'm soldering to, and making sure that I don't bridge, you know, solder pads and things like that. So yeah, so armed with that, armed with a nice soldering iron that's got a fine tip, armed with the decoders that are the stay alives that I bought from Coastal DCC. All now 3 of my class 08s now got stay alives. Small stay alives, they are really small. I mean, so it only gives you maybe the maximum of 2 or 3 seconds of running, okay? But that's obviously, that's enough to get across a you know, a set track point, which is where it was failing on. You know, I mean, the rest of the layout, you know, no problems. And it's the only ones of me locos that did it. I mean, because they're all large locos now, and the fact that now a Curascal and the Cavalax, you know, they even come fitted with stay alives now. So even more so, it's becoming the norm now that chips, you shouldn't really be having running problems. But there you go. So now all my 08s, they all run perfect now, so it's great, and very slowly. I mean, it's like watching paint dry, obviously. And you know, that's what I've done on the video. So yeah, it's, you know, I'm just demonstrating how good they're running now, and got no problems now with them going across the points. So yeah, showing that off. But yeah, that's what's going to follow, guys. Now the only other thing it was only last week I was talking to you about me Class 37 9s. I've got two unique Class 37s that I can have running on Torridon Road. One was the Rushton engine, so I got the sound, Lego Man Biffo sound file on that, and the other one was the Merleys Pioneer. And the Merleys Pioneer, and it's this one here, I modified this loco quite a lot to keep up with the updates that the company Europhoenix, who run this loco, kept on doing to this model. I mean, it came out first of all in rail freight grey, large logo, and then the Europhoenix got it sprayed up in this, classic Europhoenix livery with the large, the Uniphoenix bird, which I absolutely adore. But of course, to modify this loco, you've got to do the roof, because the Merleys engine was a marine engine. It's quite tall, so it never fitted in the Class 37 as it was. They had to cut the roof open and then fabricate this roof on the top. Okay, so that's what you've got to do if you want to replicate the Merleys Pioneer. You've got to get this photo etched, etched brass roof kit that I had to build and make up and then cut into this model. So I did a lot of work on this model, and the wording was different, renumbering it, although it says Europhoenix, this is not the same Europhoenix that you can buy, because this wording Europhoenix is in black. The one that comes from Bachmann is in grey. Okay, so it's not the same, you're not looking at the same body shell, guys. Alright, this is all transfers on here and nameplates. So I've done all that, and then the update from the company said, oh yeah, we've refurbished the bogies, because they were all black before, but then they come out the workshop and they're all refurbished wheel sets and everything. So I had to paint them yellow and red and the white, so I got them looking like this. And then it didn't have snowplow fitted, but then they fitted a snowplow, so I put a snowplow on there. Okay, and this snowplow, as you can see, is not fitted to the bogies, it's fitted to the loco. So that was that. And then they put what they call a Delner coupling on the front. Okay, so that meant taking off the centre section of the snowplow and putting that coupling, which is unique. So I did that. Well, guess what? This is all last week when I was showing you this model. Blow me down, it doesn't look like this anymore now. It's been in the paint shop, isn't it? It's totally different. So yeah, so this has reached the end of its unless I send it off, unless I send this model off to, say, like Rainbow Railways up north and say, can you respray the body, respray it all to make it look like what they've done now. It's done in I think it's called the heavy metals sector livery. Okay, so it's going back to the British Rail days, where they had these, they had these different liveries for whatever the loco was earmarked to do. So you had the steel sector, you had the coal sector. Well, I don't know, because I'm not up on it. I don't really know what it is. So I think it's the pre-privatisation era or pre-sector. I don't know. But anyway, so this is no more. This doesn't look like anymore. Merleys Pioneer is looking absolutely fabulous in its new livery, and it's running on the tracks this very day, but not looking like that. So this now, that's it. That's the end of this project now. But yeah, it's been good. I mean, obviously I'm not going to get rid of this. It's just going to run around Torridon Road, because in my world, I'm afraid she has to stay like that. I can't afford to change it. It's the same with some other. I think I've got another one in Rail Operators Group, Cassiopeia. She doesn't look like the Europhoenix as is now, because they changed the livery on that one to the what they call it, the fading circuit board livery. Okay, so that got changed. So again, I've got Cassiopeia still in its old livery, but what do you do? But it's one of the reasons why I like modelling modern era, because you don't get, not everything is all the same, because the people that run these companies, they do like changing their GBRF. I mean, how many schemes has the company GBRF come out with? I mean, running around at the moment, I've got British Railways Class 66, in the large logo livery, blue and yellow. I mean, looking at the 66s up there, you've got Evening Star, you've got Mario Time, you know, and then you've got the actual company liveries anyway, you know. So yeah, they can all be so different, aren't they? Because the companies, they enjoy getting them painted up in the either old traditional schemes, and you know, and just have them running on today's tracks. So yeah, so unlike the BR Blue days where everything was just either blue with a yellow end, no, you've got so many different liveries and things, you know, or colour schemes going around, which makes it enjoyable, I think, and which means you can, you know, your own layout can have that, which, you know, I have got plenty of variation of my rolling stock. Anyway, alright then guys, so gone on enough, but yeah, just a few minutes of filming afterwards to go on with, and I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, so it's a good show last week. Kevin, well done, nice to have met you, as I said. Or, you know, I don't know if I did, but it was nice to meet you. And yeah, your club put on a good show. And I went down there by train, but in all honesty, there was plenty of parking to be had. I could have gone down by car. And if you have it on there again next year, yeah, I'll put it in my calendar for next year if you do it again. So yeah, it was very good. What a place to have it in. Wow. It was great because it was packed, but it wasn't packed because you was under in the ship where they a shed where they built ships inside. I mean, blimey, it's so big. So of course, although there was plenty of people, it wasn't crowded at all, was it? It was really, really good. Really good show. Okay, right. Thanks, people. Thanks for looking in, and hope you enjoy it. But yeah, until next time, I'll you know, you all take care, and yeah, I'll catch you next time. All the best, everybody. Bye bye for now. Bye. Okay, so now that Audio 08s have been fitted with a Stay Alive, we can do this now. Got no worries at all about the points. You know, the Stay Alive just gives about a second or two of movement, so we can. One on the right. Let's bring her out. That's on speed step 2, so going across set track points that don't get used that often. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. I'll leave that one running, so now we get the next one up. Which one's this one? This is the blue one. So I have to change a point. So there we go with the blue one coming out. So these are all fitted with TTS decoders, and the Stay Alive, the Zimo Stay Alive, had to be soldered to 2 certain points on the TTS decoder. So the TTS decoder wasn't designed to have a Stay Alive, it turns out, but as you can see, it is possible to fit them. Right, so last one of all, let's have a look. I've got to change that point, and I've got to change that point, and there we go. And this is the beauty of the Stay Alive now. Absolutely marvellous. It's what it was always, you know, I mean, even on Torridon Road, when I try to keep the track, you know, the track is you know, really laid well, I'm pleased to say. But these little 060s, even, you know, sometimes when they come across points like that, mostly when you turn the camera on, it gives trouble. But there you go. And so now, just to be silly, bring that one back. And no problems at all with the points. Really, really pleased. So you can stop that one now. We should have some others coming back now. I don't know where they are. On speed step 2, you see that, you know, they don't so that one's done, so I can turn that one off. The one, this is the blue one, so change the points to that one. Oh, that was the wrong one. Just bringing another one back in again now. There's the blue one. So that's on speed step 2. So now she's over the points, I can slow it down, change the points, that one and that one. We've got another one coming in. So that's 4-4, that can stop that one. That's it, turn the sounder for that one off. And the last one coming back in, yeah, Lauren. There you go. I'll turn that off. And if you want to see, let's have a look. So I'll try to, what one should bring forward? So I'll bring this one forward. There we are. I'll bring it up to speed step 6 and I'll pick it up. There you go. Only a few seconds worth, but it's enough to get you across the, you know, the points. Yeah, see, I didn't let it charge up, so I'll let it charge up. Hold on. Let it charge up, charge up, charge up, and pick it up. Okay, there you go. And they're all like that now, obviously, because they're all hardwired with a TTS, a Zemo decoder, stay alive attached to the TTS. Brilliant. Oh, change it direction, Peter. There we go. Go on. Yeah, you see what you can do anything you want with them, knowing that they're going to go across the points. It's really, you know, satisfying now. It's the only loco that I needed to put a stay alive in. I mean, you know, obviously the Acura scales and the Cavalex, they're coming now fitted with stay alives, but most of my other trains and things like that, you know, they're all you know, pick up so many points, you know, on their wheel sets that they don't have any trouble with the current collection because, yeah, you know, they've got so many areas of this wheel sets that they pick up current. It's literally just these little 060s. Okay. lights now. What's that? Oh, it's going to go. That's it.